a chip, so say goodbye to everything you ever knew before. And I'd understand if you went running out the door. And I'll keep you safe, and no harm will ever come to you, I swear. And I'll kill if they even dare. I'll kill, I swear.
I'm calling the police, I swear.
I'm fine.
Okay.
It's okay.
Calling 911. Oh, good morning, Your Highness. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Hi,
good.
Mr. Boot. How are you, Mr. Boot?
I am doing quite well, thank you.
You are?
Yeah.
You look very spectacular
Oh,
over
thank
there. Yeah, very fancy. Got your fancy pants on.
I only pull them out for you.
You said pull it out.
Yeah.
Welcome to Michigan Murders and Music, where we discuss murders in our gorgeous state, and we top it off with a little homegrown music, leaving you with a happy ending and on a good note.
It's going to be a good, happy ending,
It's going to be a good note. It's going to be a good story all the way around.
Thank you for letting us seep into your ears.
You're so thick. Thank you. Yeah, for
We have
letting
new
us...
listeners, too, don't we?
Oh, dude.
Oh, my God.
Shit blew up. I don't know what happened, but thank you, everyone. I have Jeeper616, a.k.a. the No Cover TV podcast.
That's fantastic.
Michigan
Yeah,
bound.
he's a
Go
thing.
listen to it.
We have Reverend Charles Preston Smith, whom I happen to know. Yeah, and
Christopher Harrington.
nice. Thank you, Christopher. What are you doing?
I was seeing who else you had on your list.
That wolf dad.
Dr. Halliday, Glenn, and then we have like a ginormous boot. Ginormous shout out to the following people.
Oh, do it.
Okay. Danielle Simonton Berg. I fucking forgot to send her stickers.
What? No, it's
They're right
they're in
here.
the mail right now.
You can see them.
No, they're not. They're on our desk
They're on our
here
desk.
in a sealed envelope
They
with a
are
stamp
ready
on
to
it.
go, Danielle. I swear on Boots Life.
What?
Also, she's super sweet. Nicole Stevens and Pauline Lair, L-A-I-E-R. I don't know how to say that. Liar.
Thank you, Pauline.
Lair. They both reached out to us, gave us some words of confidence, and they binged on us, and it was cool.
Nice.
And then finally, tonight's Jeter and your Natterday Natty Light is brought to us by the one and only Ed Weldon.
He sponsored us for the evening.
Fucking bought
Thank you.
us weed and beer tonight. Thank you, dude. That is so. I am just out of my skin happy tonight. You don't
Yes.
even know.
Thank you very much.
Also, tonight's story goes out to Greg of GC Hoops, who requested that we cover this guy. GC Hoops, if you are in the Grand Rapids area and like to play recreational basketball, do it. I have the links to talk to Greg from GC Hoops down below. He's on the socials. Go play some basketball, one night a week.
It's fun.
It's a great time. He puts a lot of work into it, and he supports us big time.
If you would like to keep our podcast commercial free and independent,
Yeah, boy.
and if you're feeling a little tipsy, check out
What?
our website where you can drop a dime.
Don't drop any deuces, though, please.
Okay.
I mean, you can drop a deuce for sure.
Just not on our time.
Not on my bed. No Amber Turds are allowed.
Turds.
Hey, wait a minute.
That
I
was
gotta
the
light
greatest
up
thing ever.
in the name of Ed, who lives. Where did I say he lived? He lives down by Detroit.
Ed? Oh, he lives in Canton.
Oh yeah, we've got a sticker right here next to us. So I'm drinking, or I'm not. I am drinking tonight. I'm having
Pickle juice.
pickle juice with a shot of pickle vodka in it. Really good. And I have a peach infused baby Jeter.
Dude, there's a jalapeno floating in your cup.
Jalapenos.
Shares with a friend and all
I
that
think,
stuff.
do the things. Share us like apparently you have been, because everything's just going, we're going big or we're going home. God damn it. Share us with a friend. Boot, do you have an explicit content warning? Because
I
I've
really do.
already
I do.
ruined some children's ears for sure.
So here's our explicit content warning. If you catch your child singing the lyrics of Darling Nikki by Prince, you might need to do something. And while you're at it, make a whole lot of others do things too. Like, I don't
masturbating
know,
to
like
a magazine.
putting explicit content warnings on every recording that comes out.
Tipper Gore.
Yep, Tipper Gore.
Tipper Gore.
By the way, Her Highness will say things that are offensive
Like,
to
fuck
most
Tipper Gore.
people and
Also,
offensive to mothers and fathers.
fuck you.
Yeah,
Fuck this.
they're going to disapprove
Fuck
of this
that.
stuff. So hide your kids when you're listening to us.
Are you done yet? Did you just lift
I'm
your
done.
ass cheek as a finality?
There was an exclamation point. I did it. You couldn't hear it.
This week we are featuring Cosmic Sands.
They're good too.
They're really good. Boo, I'd like to say throw up your hand today, but you'd have to do the UP
I have to use
part.
both hands. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
and you're
I'm doing
not
it
used
right
to
now.
letting go of your wiener long enough to do the both hands.
I can't do it. Can't.
We discovered
Ow.
that Michigan has a
It's
fucking
way up here
island.
where my pinky is.
Like,
way up there.
obviously, we have Mackinac Island and all that shit. But
All
there's
kinds of
like a
islands.
ginormous island up there that... I don't know why that word always makes you think of vagina. And then you're
Ginormous.
12, so you're going to laugh at vagina. It's big.
It's
There's
friggin'
a
huge.
whole river runneth through it, and we didn't even know. It
So we're-
takes
we're
the
talking
whole
to Houghton.
tip of the Upper Peninsula
Houghton, Michigan.
and turns it into an island.
Mm-hmm.
See, it takes like 25 hours to get up there. I've never been up that far because you can literally get to Florida by the time you get up there.
I know, and you're still in Michigan.
Oh my God, it's like driving in Texas, except for far better. It's a long ass drive. If you've seen any of the TikToks of people driving across UP, they are not exaggerating. Because at first you're like, wait, this is going to be so much fun. And then you're just like,
There's nothing.
dude, is there a fucking gas station somewhere, please?
You start to panic.
I just
Yeah, you really start to panic.
just want to know that humans still exist, that they're alive, and that's not just us and Sasquatch or your friend Matt running around the UP. That's scary. You got to shine his head when you see him. It's the only way we spot him up
I
there.
love that guy. He's my best friend from way back.
All right. Enough of the chatter, the
Yeah.
blather. We are going to Houghton, Michigan, and we are talking about
David Allen Goodreau. Sounds very French.
Oh, it's so French up there.
Oh.
That's because they're French Canadian.
Michigan Department of Corrections number 235354.
God, I just can't help but wanting to sing 86
I know.
5309. And there wasn't even an 8 or a 9er in there.
He resides at Saginaw Correctional Facility.
Fucking jail.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck your date of birth is November 19th, 1955, and he's somewhere around 65 and above.
Okay, somewhere in there.
David Goodrow was born and raised in our beautiful Upper Peninsula in a town called Houghton. Two parents.
So he actually had parents. But
Which I I didn't dig enough to find out his parents' name or if he had any brothers or sisters. In fact, that's how little I researched that part of it, I guess.
so apparently he had really good grades. He was a good student.
He was a very smart boy. He was exceptional in his grades.
He played golf, basketball.
I said sport. I don't. Golf.
That's a sport.
That's what they say.
Yeah, so was bowling.
He graduated. Having gotten great grades throughout his high school career, he graduated with honors. Boo. I graduated.
I was paying attention.
Extracurricular activities involved with high school included band. Guess what he played? Guess what he played?
I know. I read this. The trombone. You're an ass. Okay.
After he graduated, David did not go too far to attend the highly accredited university, Michigan Tech.
I think that's because it was close.
Okay, why did he graduated in 1977 with a degree in forestry? Why? I get we're full of trees around here, but there can only be so many forestry jobs. Was there no Craigslist that was like, hey,
Yeah,
look,
there was no
there's
Craigslist.
no forestry jobs available.
Right.
Well,
There's so many things he could have done with that.
Like what?
Oh, park ranger, all kinds of things.
Somehow, though, he went to work for the local Social Security office.
And that's what we're going to say, even if we say social worker accidentally.
Because
it's Social Security.
I get it confused.
Social Security. Which
So,
there is
yes.
no such thing,
Oh, is that a tinfoil hat thing?
No, they're just going to underpay you for
So
the
how
rest
do
of your
you-
retiring years.
How do you go into work for social work after you've gotten a
Social work?
forestry- God, motherfuck it. See? It's already happening.
Here's how I see it. You get a job. You have a degree. It doesn't necessarily matter. You're a thinker. You know how to learn. You know how to do stuff.
He managed.
So he got a job making money. Period. Ugh. That was a pelvic thrust.
Are you okay?
It hurt.
According to Ms. Google, being a Social Security field representative means you help the public by answering a wide variety of questions, both in person and via telephone. You conduct interviews, investigate situations, and resolve issues. Review information to determine ongoing eligibility for Social Security benefits. Analyze a claimant's benefit payment history.
Then, for a while, he moved to Aurora, Illinois. Which that's Wayne's World, guys. They were
That's
from.
where they were from.
Yeah.
Wayne's World. Rock and roll.
Excellent.
So, yeah, he was working and living there in 1983. And one day he was just chilling out in the park when he decided he was going to just grope a young lady.
First of all, everything is wrong here. Why was he hanging out in a park? And why would you think it's okay to grope a little girl?
She wasn't a little girl. She was a young lady, but he literally pulled her from her bicycle to grope her breasts.
That's very specific.
It is.
David would be charged, and he pled guilty to battery. He was given a slap on the hand, probation for 1 year, and he had to undergo counseling, which doesn't do anything.
To counseling that's helped for people, but bullshit.
You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Everybody knows the right fucking things to say if you have to say it. David would go back to social work. He simply lied about the charges. I need to move this.
Did you say social work?
Oh, motherfuck. David would go back to the Social Security office work. He simply lied about the charges to his boss. And his goddamn boss didn't bother to follow through with, a social worker being charged with battery. And I'm going to keep calling him a social worker. And that's not what he is, you guys.
Yeah, right.
Just know when I say social worker, it means Social Security
Just put
office.
an asterisk by it and say, what she really
Can we
means
just do a
is...
ding every time I say it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's what we'll do.
Just mute you. Good old Goodrow went on working with raving reviews from his Illinois office, the Social Security office in Illinois. Yes. After that, as a suit, David requested a transfer to the Grand Rapids department.
Dude, I have no idea when he was in the Grand Rapids Social Security office, but come on. I feel like he has to have victims. He had victims in Illinois, at least one that came out. So he might have had more.
Yeah, if this happened to you,
Oh my
say
gosh,
something.
please say something. If you live in Grand Rapids and this guy...
Make it worse for him.
Jesus, yes.
This guy's bad.
I truly believe he had to have done more than what he's been caught for. Finally, he was transferred back home to the Hancock office.
What?
Which is really close
would you
to
say
Houghton. Because I knew it'd make you giggle. There's hand and cock in it.
At the very top of the Upper Peninsula, it literally is separated by a river. It's not really a river. It's just a waterway that
It's a huge waterway.
kind of demarks that even further northern point.
If you guys
from
go
the
Google
rest.
map it, go into Houghton, go to Houghton, here's a Horton, and check it out. It's really cool. They use it major like straits up there for shipping.
Oh,
and
God.
all that good stuff.
Gigantic bolts.
So big.
Huge.
Anyway, the two towns are literally right across the river from each other. That big river thing that turns the Upper Peninsula into an island.
So this dude, David, would go on to marry Kathy, who was also from the Houghton area. They were known to be happy and successful people.
Happy, shiny people moving on. Happy,
So shiny,
people.
perfect. They had
He just happened to put himself right into the society's finest up there.
all the Christians.
Oh, you know
yeah,
it.
they had 2 children, both boys.
You know it,
The
sir.
2 boys attended a Christian school.
The family was so well known in their small area. David was described as a happy, good-hearted man.
Perfect citizen, isn't he?
Guess what?
Oh, here things go.
The family were involved in their local church, the Calvary Baptist Church. And he was actually a member of the church, and he was very involved with all their extracurricular churchy activities, like the softball team. I wonder if he groped somebody's boobs on the softball team.
Yeah, or a cup. If someone was wearing a cup, just touch it. Do a cup check. One friend stated that when he started getting serious about church, he pulled his son from the bowling league because he didn't think that it was a good atmosphere for his boy.
Oh, my God.
You know what happens at bowling alleys.
Dude, do I ever know what
they
happens at
drink
bowling
beer.
alleys? So much. If you bowl with GM people, you better watch your back. Another good friend of David said that he didn't drink, smoke, swear, and he opposed gambling of all sorts. Which means he did all those things behind people's
Darn
backs,
right.
that
But hey,
motherfucker.
he didn't oppose groping little girls.
No, she wasn't a little girl.
Okay, a
she was a
lady.
young lady. Just because you're old, I mean,
They're
just-
all little girls to me.
it feels wrong no matter what.
I almost pooped my pants. I was trying a little too hard.
When you're that adamantly against stuff, I sometimes feel like you're doing it secretly.
Yeah, quite often, that's the
I
thing.
hate to say that, but that's just my experience in life.
So for all accounts, he's a good old average American man.
He's Mr. fucking America.
He moved home to his small-ass town in the Upper Peninsula, about as far north
the
as you can
uppermost
get.
up point of Michigan before you get to Canada.
You can get away with some real groping up there.
Some major gropage. Mm-hmm. On June 11th, 1991, Miss Catherine Marie Nankervis
Nankervis.
was reported missing.
Catherine was a young mother of 2 at the age of 20. And this is where things get messed up in my mind.
Mine too.
At the time of her missing report, she had a 2-year-old and a 2-month-old.
She was probably helped by Social Security because she had been saddled with cerebral palsy, a congenital disorder which affected her movements and muscles.
Miss Catherine lived in Lance, which is 30 miles south of Houghton.
Which makes me wonder, I wonder how big of an area that his clients were in. Because,
Let's just say their vehicles have really big gas tanks because they have to cover large areas.
So I'm sure he had a nice little playground for himself there.
That
Fucking
nice?
fucker.
Yeah.
It's like every other small town America, but smaller with a population of 2,200 people. Good Lord. I think Rockford's graduating class was
That
much.
many? Yeah. So this is messed up. There wasn't a lot of to-do about her going missing. I read the Saturday, June 16th, 1991 edition of the Herald Palladium newspaper in a 2-paragraph blurb where Chief James Hoopengarner
I loved his name. Hoopengarner.
he stated that there
Fucking
was
names are
no
great.
developments in the leads, and we're mainly just hoping that some information will just pop up to the public at this point.
Nice work, Dick.
He's-
Hoopengarner. Locals did raise a reward
A what?
of $3,338.72 to help find her, which makes my freaking heart happy because that's not easy in a tiny town like that.
It seems that police did not take her missing seriously, as she apparently had been having sex with several locals of the town of 2,200.
Which, of course, makes you a complete whore.
whore, yeah.
You are just a whore. You're 20 years old.
She
You're
a hoe.
wanting to have sex, and they think she's just...
She disappeared? Oh, well.
Well,
yeah, we're going
you
to
know
look
what?
into it.
It's probably because she was at the bar. She probably went home with somebody, and she's just drunk. That's what happened. I'm sure of it. She'll
It's
show
really
up. It'll
horrible
be fine.
that they took that attitude.
They still fucking do. It's insanity to me. It makes literally no sense. Mainly because the town saw her as, I don't know, maybe less than because she had illegitimate kids and she...
But she was taking care of them and raising them.
I don't know.
I don't know. We
People
don't know.
speculated that she took off and did not want to be a parent any longer.
Police suspected foul play, but they really did not do a load of investigating.
They didn't, and you know what?
What?
Her wallet and her 2 children were found at her home.
Oh.
Finally, on June 26, 1991, the body of Catherine would be found in the Portage Lake Canal.
Police found the young kids at home alone. This
Fucking
is
breaks
horrible.
my heart.
This time frame it doesn't seem possible that they'd still be alive, but
I know there's a lot missing, and I even tried to go back into like the newspapers and stuff, but I'm not sure where Catherine's mom lived at the time or who reported her missing. I'm just surprised, like you said, that the kids were there alone that long, and they're so young. We're talking like from the 11th to the 26th, from what I could figure out.
that's a long time. Late night on the evening of January 21, 1992, David decides to go on a nice, chill jog to clear his head. Yeah, he's jogging.
I'm sure he's
Fucker.
going jogging. That very morning of January, the body of Jody Watts would be discovered.
Here we have another victim.
Jody was the daughter of an employee at MIT, and she was only 19 years old.
After being raped and stabbed, Miss Jody still managed to gather the strength that she needed to try to save herself.
Yeah. She crawled or pulled herself 160 feet from where she was savagely attacked by this fucker. And she dragged herself to the nearest street.
A person bicycling by. Yes, it's January. I understand this because I ride in inclement weather at times. It's January and people are riding their bikes and going for jogs. It's normal. Truly, it is.
So the person riding his bike found Jody, covered her with his own clothing because she was not clothed all the way, and then had to call the police, whose building was 100 fucking feet away.
Okay, whatever. Shortly after.
How?
I know.
How?
I know.
What year is this? 91? I get we're not yet in the day of the Ring doorbell, but
Shortly after, the cops arrived and Jody was taken alive to the nearest hospital.
Unfortunately, she would succumb to her injuries at the hospital and become David's second murder, although at the time nobody knew who had attacked the young lady.
So he's got 2 notches on his bedpost.
That we know of.
Okay.
Fucking David.
At the Hancock Apartments in Houghton, David decided to go for another victim up on the 2nd floor.
June 24, 1993, a woman heard a noise on her fire escape door early in the morning, and she was on it. She called the fucking police. She called 911.
While they did not catch David on the fire escape, they did see him in the area and were able to search him.
Oh, did they ever? And when they checked David, he was loaded with knives.
What a dumbass.
Actually, Boot, they found the Meyer Deluxe murder kit. Several knives.
This is awesome.
A tire iron, a roll of duct tape, ski mask, rubber gloves. Here's the deluxe part. He brought a goddamn video camera. Who?
Why would you not?
I hate it when criminals do this. Why would you videotape anything for your little souvenir? David dumbfuckery. Back in his Olds 1985, sounds like a sweet car to be honest with you, was a loaded handgun, he told police, which must have been parked somewhere nearby.
Once busted, the so-called do-gooder David spilled all of his beans.
All the beans came out from Mr. Church.
He admitted to knowing the woman in the apartment, also through his job, and he admitted that he was out hunting on the night that he was jogging near the subway and found Jody.
Yeah, he went jogging. Oh my God, this is why as a single woman, I am constantly saying to myself, victims of opportunity. Don't be a victim of opportunity. That's why it happens. If you're
Doesn't matter what you're
alone,
wearing. Just
if
yeah,
you're
don't be
in
vulnerable.
Marysville by yourself and everybody leaves the beach, I'm fucking leaving the beach too. I'm not going to be the only one on the beach because I'm be floating in the canal over there.
Yeah.
It's scary, but yeah, opportunity. Like this guy went jogging literally just to see if he could find someone, and Jody happened to be in the wrong fucking place.
Yeah, and he had a whole bunch of knives under his little jogging suit.
Stupid coat.
I'm sure he was an avid jogger too. Fucker.
He then gave a full and complete confession to the town's 2 murders. So he fessed up to
doing the shit?
Yeah, to doing that first young lady's murder too.
Mr. Do-Gooder D was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder,
1 kidnapping charge,
breaking and entering with intent to commit criminal sexual conduct,
carrying concealed weapon,
possession of an unregistered handgun.
That's all of his charges. And as we do not have the death sentence here, the murder charges equal 2 lifetime sentences without chance of parole.
Yeah, he just increased the UP's number of homicides per year.
I was going to look that up.
Yeah, he doubled them.
He probably did. And whatever they do up there in a year, Detroit does in a half hour. Oh, did I just say that out
No,
loud?
I think that's true.
Fuck. David's words at court were as follows. And you guys, if you could have seen me when I read this part, I was literally, no, David.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfucking, I don't think they should be allowed to talk in court. I think I've said this before, and I'm going to say it every episode.
Do you want to hear what he said?
No, because it pisses me the fuck off.
Well, here it is.
God damn it.
I've reflected on it for some time, Your Honor, in the Word of God and in prayer. I felt I was influenced by an unseen satanic force that made me do these crimes. So he's just pulling
Satanic
out
forces at the time of the crime.
He's just pulling out the old, the devil made me do it. The devil made me do it.
No, devil, David Do-Gooder, dick.
Nah, you're just a fucking fuck.
No. God didn't tell you shit. Nobody gave you prayer. No, you're a fucking fucker. There.
Yeah.
What I said.
Yeah.
Oh, I am sorry. Oh, you have a tight ass.
Thank you. Let's keep it that way. Your Highness.
Oh my God, the dogs are up. You guys,
I
we
have
have
to pee so bad.
Okay, go. I'll tell them who we adopted. We adopted 2 oldies. It's a fat Chihuahua with no eyebrows, and she's really fat, and I'll show pictures. And a min pin, and they came from Mr. Boots' house, the other Mr. Boots' house. So we took over 2 oldies. So Bianca is still the queen. She's over there chilling. That's David Do-Gooder. I'm so irritated. I'm going to wait for Boot. Hi. So I'm a little irritated about 2 or 20 facts about the story.
Let's hear it.
One is he put himself, okay, maybe not when he decided to go for forestry school, but some point along the way, he decided that he could put himself in these situations
Oh, yeah.
and align his career with his nasty Satan made me do it thoughts.
Yes.
And that happens so much, and it freaks me the fuck out. I don't trust shit all from anybody anymore.
You can trust people, but
I
just
trust people.
keep your eyes open.
Very,
Be
very
suspicious.
few people.
Mm-hmm.
Boot.
Yes.
Do we have a happy ending?
We do have a happy ending, and I'm going to tell you about it in 1 second here. It's Cosmic Sands.
Misha Rock. Cosmic Sands is Jeremy Johnson, Alan Kellerman, Stephen Kennedy, Chris Jenkins. If you guys go to our description in the podcast episode down below, I have links to their Facebook and to their YouTube and their Bandcamp.
Very cool, Your Highness.
This is the song called Room to Bloom. We love it. We hope you do too. Peace out.
I don't wanna talk about it. I don't wanna think about it. Maybe we should fight about it. Figure there's no way around it. I just wanna be the asshole lately. I think it's my turn to throw a tantrum, baby. I just wanna feel something different. Maybe just a bit of consistency. Okay, forget about me. Believe in everything you watch and anything you read. Already filled with impending doom, and I just need some room to bloom. I just wanna feel something different. Wait around, you're needed every day. You're feeding wide awake. Another big mistake. I just wanna feel something different. Maybe just a hit of consistency. I just wanna feel something different. Maybe just a hint of consistency.
Thank you for choosing Michigan Murders and Music. Please rate the show wherever you listen. Michigan Murders and Music is produced by The Boots. Episodes are researched and written by Your Highness. Edited by Your Highness. Views and opinions are the sole stupidity of us and us alone. Don't blame others, please. Listening to this podcast could quite possibly cause major problems to your earballs and definitely will mess up your kids. Permission has been given to us by the bands, and we purchase our music on Bandcamp.com. Support your local music scene and all local music scenes.